Hey you! You sure like listening to music on your phone, huh? Have you tried high-res lossless music? Oh, don't have a DAC, huh? Well, today's your lucky day. Now just hold out your hand. No, really, I promise it won't be anything weird or freaky. Just trust me, okay? Voila! It's the DH80S DAC from Hidizs. Hidizs. Anyway, just plug your headphones into the headphone jack, and the USB cable will fit into your Lightning to USB adapter. Oh, you don't have that adapter? Ooh, I can't actually make that appear in your hand. You'll have to get that at More Better Buy. Sorry. Here you go. Thank you. Hey, you got the thing. Good for you. So yeah, plug the USB into the adapter, plug the adapter into your phone, and boom! Now you can listen to high-res lossless audio. Congratulations!
If you want some high-res, get yourself a DAC.
From Hidizs.
Movies, music.
Hello and welcome everyone. My name is Elon Osborne, and this is my YouTube channel where I talk about movies, audio, and music. And as you saw in that incredibly ridiculous intro, I'll be reviewing the DH80S portable DAC from Hidizs. They were kind enough to send me a unit to test out, so I will give it my honest review. First off, let's answer the question,
What's in the box?
It comes in a nice looking, very sturdy black box with elegant gold lettering. And now let's watch the inner box drop down. Any second now. Come on.
Very good. Push, push.
There we go. The DAC itself is wrapped in plastic for added protection. It features a robust CNC aluminum body with the Hidizs logo stamped into a thin layer of pleather on the front, which is actually a nice touch, giving it some friction as to not go sliding out of your hand so easily. On one side is an on-off switch and volume up and down buttons, and on the other side is a gain toggle button which allows you to choose between low, medium, or high gain outputs depending on the impedance of your headphones. On the bottom is a 4.4mm balanced headphone jack for your high-end audiophile headphones, earphones, or in-ear monitors. 3.5mm headphone jack for your standard set of headphones, USB-C power cable port to charge its own internal battery, as not to drain your smartphone's charge, and USB-C data input to connect your smartphone, iPad, computer, or desktop speaker. Underneath we have a USB-C to USB 3.0 data cable to connect to various devices, a USB-C power cable, a little baggie with a USB-C to USB 3.0 adapter in order to plug the power cable into a universal USB power plug, information booklet. The DAC itself is magnetic, and this metal disc is for demonstration purposes, I guess. But after watching a couple other videos about this unit, turns out the magnet isn't all that powerful. So you won't be able to stick it on the back of your iPhone 12, for example. The unit itself measures 70mm high, 50mm wide, and 12mm deep. It retails for $139 US and comes in black, red, blue, champagne, and gray. Internally, it features an advanced ESS9281C Pro DAC chip with excellent dynamic range, low power consumption, ultra-low distortion, close to zero noise, and dual independent RT6863C op amps to support that 4.4mm balanced headphone output. And for you Tidal fans out there, it supports MQA files, as well as support for DSD 64 or 128 files for the highest quality. In fact, this little LED here changes color depending on what you're listening to, or which state it's in. Green indicates the unit is on and has power. Green also means it is charging, and when it is fully charged, the green light will go off. Red indicates low battery. And when it comes to music, red means lossless audio between 44.1 and 48 kilohertz, blue means high-res lossless between 88.2 and 384 kilohertz, and magenta means MQA file playback. So, ESS 9281C Pro DAC, dual RT6863C op amps, that's all fine and dandy. Do I know what those numbers even mean? No. But do I trust what my ears are hearing? Yes. So when it comes to songs, how do they sound? This is honestly the first DAC I've gotten my hands on, so I was very excited for this to arrive, considering my excitement over Apple Lossless recently becoming a reality. And now I get to test out high-res lossless audio? High school Ian will be saying, "That's hella tight, dude!" I'm gonna go over the differences between lossless and high-res lossless in another video, so stay tuned for that. But I'll say this here and now. High-res lossless doesn't hit you right away like a punch to the face. No, your brain needs to warm up to it, because once you're a few songs deep into a high-res playlist, your brain realizes, hey, wait a second. These vocals are sounding like I'm in the vocal booth with the artist. These drums are sounding like I'm on stage with the band. It's such a trip. Lossless is fantastic, but it's still a digital representation of sound waves. It's still ones and zeros that are trying their darndest to reproduce the actual recording of instruments in a given space, or voices singing. So high-res lossless audio is that much closer to what our ears and brain would interpret as true analog audio sources, and not just a digital representation of sound. Again, I'll go over this in more detail in another video, but for now, I'm going to say that the DH80S reproduced music in a quality I had not ever experienced from my phone before, hands down. Now, with that being said, there are a plethora of DACs to choose from now, like the THX Onyx or the AudioQuest Dragonfly line, which I hope to get my hands on in the future, so I'm sure not all DACs are alike. But for what it's worth, the DH80S proved to be more than just a gimmick or a cash grab now that high-res lossless is so much more easily accessible. It does have its cons, like connection issues. There were several times where the music would just suddenly stop with the slightest little movement, if I was walking around the house with it, for example. But it wasn't a constant issue, since there were times where I was fiddling with it quite vigorously and it didn't disconnect. So I'm not sure exactly what causes it to disconnect, but it is very annoying when it happens. So maybe these aren't the most reliable USB-C ports or something, but that's honestly the only complaint I have. The battery life is tremendous. Out of the box, I just started using it, and after a week of testing it, listening to music for 30 minutes one day, a few hours another, I have yet to charge it. The light is still green when I turn it on, so that's a fantastic plus. So if you're wanting to jump onto the high-res bandwagon, the DH80S just might be for you. It's not too expensive, and it does what it's supposed to, bringing high-res music to my ear holes. And with 3.5mm and 4.4mm headphone jacks, it covers the gamut of casual music lovers to audiophiles when it comes to listening options.
And there you have it.
Are you wanting to get into high-res lossless audio? If so, and you want to choose from a variety of Hidizs products, don't forget to use the link in the description below and use my discount code EODAC5 for 5% off. Please remember to be kind to each other out there. Don't just watch TV and movies, experience them. And of course, always be listening.